Do you know there is a skill which is highly used in the day to day activities of cloud and DevOps engineering, site reliability engineering, platform engineering, and development too? But at the same time, it is the skill which is also considered to be an underrated skill when it comes to job interview and listing. Guess what? It is shell script. Shell script has been widely used by the top tier companies to lean startup. Their production pipeline heavily rely on shell script for CI/CD, automation, and orchestration. Most of us will think about shell script when we hear the term called automation. If so, comment below. While Bash and shell script isn't going anywhere, but in their raw format, it will always hard to maintain in production. Shell script always reaches its high potential when it is governed by an structural format or a modern framework. Hi, I'm Sudarshan. In this video, we're going to see about a tool called Seristack. Seristack is a lightweight CLI tool. It helps you to wrap your shell into a logical unit called stack into a YAML format. I know, it doesn't seem new. We already have such framework in industry. But how does Seristack differs? Seristack offers four essential features. Converting your shell script into a local or remote CI/CD execution trigger, HTTP API server, MCP server, and a custom terraform provider. Seristack natively support DAG-enabled dependency workflow, variable validation, and output sharing between stacks. In this demo, we're gonna see how to create an config YAML file for Seristack, so you can create an local CI/CD execution trigger, an HTTP API server, and finally an MCP server with an AI integrated chat application.
Here we go. This is the Seristack sample config.yaml. As you see, here we have stack and list of stacks given. So we have three stacks named stack 1, stack 2, and stack 3. So each of the stack name and count is a required variable. So count will specify how many times the command has to be executed. Coming to the description is totally optional for trigger and HTTP option, and it is mandate for MCP. This description will say what this tool is capable of. Variables. So variables will help you to define the variable inside your command section and marking this variable as true, so always Seriestack expect this variable should be passed. You can also pass allow regex similar to denied regex and allowed values, denied values, to see what are all the possible values that you can pass. And as we know, Seriestack is a DAG enabled flow. So how do we maintain it? So you see stack 2 as a depends on feature, and the depends on says it depends on stack 1. So it means it will wait until stack 1 complete, then only stack 2 will execute. Similarly, stack 3 depends on stack 2, so it will wait until stack 2 completes. So in the stack 1, we are just giving a welcome message for the username variable, and stack 2 is all about just echoing the date, and stack 3 is all about giving the environment operational state. Also here you can see that we were using the result of stack 2, which means the output message will also have the output of stack 2. Let's see the demo.
Let's run the Seriestack CLI tool with the trigger option. Also with trigger option, we are passing two more variables, username and env name. Username is required by the stack 1 and env name is required by the stack 3. Let's hit run. Cool, we got the output. So on stack 1, you see the variable got substituted and you see the welcome message. And on stack 2, it's all about just echoing the date, and that you can see here. Stack 3 is two things. You need to see the env name has been substituted, yes,
dev is substituted, and along with that the output of stack 2 is also attached with stack 3. You can see the date. Now let's run the stack for just particular stack alone. For that, let me use -s, and I'll let me name the stack which I want to run, stack 2. And now if you're gonna run stack 3, validation fail. It requires the env, so I'll add the wheres for it to, let's do something. I'll go pre-prod. Pre-prod is not an required variable. So now it says you must put any one of this. Let me put dev now. Yeah. And you see the dev variable has been substituted, but you don't see the the time. Why? Because you're just running this trigger towards a particular stack. So that says that the no value, because it is trying to see the substitution of stack 2, but stack 2 output is not there. That's why it says no value. Now let's see running this config YAML as an HTTP API server. So HTTP API server will need each of the stack to have the method and the path described. Path is also an optional thing, but method is a mandate. So here I'll mention the method as get, and I'll mention the same for stack 2 and stack 3. Now let's run the Seristack tool as an HTTP API server. You see the server got started and it has three endpoint: stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. If you remember, the path is been optional. Why? Because if you're not mentioning a path name, the stack name will be taken as default. Now let's go to browser and try to hit it. Let's run stack 2. You get the response. Let's run it for stack 1 now. The variable has been substituted and you got the output. Let's run it for stack 3. You got the output. Right. Now let's see a demo of a sample AI chat application which is going to use the MCP server, which is powered by Seristack. So before we spin up an MCP server, the stack configuration should have a description as a mandate variable. So this description will say that this stack will be added as a tool in your MCP server, along with if there is any variable has been substituted. So now we have three stacks, and each of the stack as the description, and stack 1 and stack 3 as the variable set as well. So series tag will take the description and along with the variables and pass it as a context to MCP client from the MCP server. Let's run the MCP server. So for running the MCP server from series tag, you should use the option called MCP, and here we have supporting two types. So one is streamable HTTP, another one is SSE. So for this example, we can go with streamable HTTP.
Now, the streamable HTTP MCP server is running on your local port 8080 with the endpoint slash MCP. Let's bring up the Python application. So for this Python application, I'm using Streamlit and I'm using Gemini. The app started and let's go there. Cool. So now let's ask AI to, hi AI, greet me, and my name is Seristack. We see the message now. Let's ask what is the date now. So this will be now invoking the stack 2 tool, which is for date. How we can make sure? So when you started the series stack, right, it is showing the logs. So you see for greeting, it's been using stack 1 and passing the username as series stack. And for stack 2, it doesn't need any variable, but still in the chat we asked for the date, so it calls stack 2, and by the time we go there, it shows the date. Now let's ask the environment status. Give the operational state of dev. Cool. Now it called stack 3 and it passed the env dev and got the successful result. Let's ask for prod now. Cool. We got the output as expected. So for the I used Google AI Studio to get the free token of Gemini Flash 3.5. I'll add the examples and sample codes and the stack config YAMLs in a repository, and that is being attached in the description.
Soon we will meet you again with another video of how to create a custom Terraform provider using Seristack. Thanks for watching the video and I hope it's useful to you. In the description, the tool link has been attached. Please take a look on the tool and go through the docs. If you like it, please give us a star. For more content, please subscribe to Tech Explore Labs channel.